Hello there everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Habib and today I've got an amazing video for you guys. I will be comparing Yves Saint Laurent's MYSLF EDP versus the Le Parfum. We're going to get into what these fragrances smell like, where you should wear them, when you should wear them, whether you should even get it or not, and the most important question, which one of the two is better for you? Let's find out. They're both crafted by Antoine Maisonneuve, Christophe Reynard, and Daniel Angier. YSLMySlf EDP was launched in 2023, last year, and Le Parfum is launched in 2024. Honestly, the way EDP smelled when it came out last year, we knew we were going to get a lot of flankers in this line, and they didn't even wait 2, 3, 4 years before releasing the next flanker. Le Parfum is out in the next year, 2024, which it is right now. And very soon we could be expecting an elixir, an extrait de parfum, or an intensely, an absolute. We're going to be expecting a lot of that. But let's get into how this bottle and design looks before we actually get into the fragrance, because it's a pretty nice bottle, guys. If we look at EDP and Le Parfum together, they're both very similar bottles, very subtle differences. So EDP has glass all around it, and it's easy to see the fragrance in the glass. It has a slight, ever so subtle gradient as you move down to the bottle. On the front, at the bottom, it says Eau de Parfum, and it has the YSL logo on the front, engraved. It's protruding a little. On the Le Parfum, it has a matte finish, the exact same bottle, exact same logo in the front. Instead of EDP, it says Le Parfum. Eau de Parfum has a gloss finish around the cap as well, whereas the Le Parfum has a matte finish around the cap. The top of the caps are exactly the same. They have the engraving of the YSL logo. On the EDP, it's a little light, whereas on the Le Parfum, it's a matte finish. Both the caps click very nice and firm into place. Let's get into what this smells like. If we look at the notes breakdown and the differences of the notes, not a lot is different. Also, not a lot is going on in these fragrances on paper. Eau de Parfum has bergamot in the opening. In the mid, it's got orange blossom, and in the base, it's got patchouli and ambrofix. Le Parfum has, instead of the bergamot in the opening, it's got black pepper. In the mid, it's got the same orange blossom, and in the base it has patchouli, same as Eau de Parfum, woody notes, vanilla, and amber. Now, there's a little funny thing going on over here. So it says it has, Le Parfum has woody notes, it has amber, it has vanilla, but if you actually look at the ambrofix, it gives a fresh, woody, piney, nutty, ambery, and musky nuance. So very similar. Ambrofix is a chemical component that does all of that for you. They're saying or categorizing this to have ambrofix. This one has vanilla, amber, and separate woody notes. So they both could have ambrofix for all we know, but that doesn't matter because we're going to get into what these actually smell like now. Now, I've been testing these fragrances for quite some time. I've been wearing these fragrances for quite some time, and I have them on right now as well. Let's do a fresh spray in the air as well. So this is Eau de Parfum over here. Oh yeah, totally. Le Parfum over here. Absolutely love the way these fragrances smell. I have them on as well, both of them. I'm comparing them. So I have Le Parfum on over here for a good 5+ hours, and Eau de Parfum on this hand for a good 5+ hours. They are amazing smelling fragrances. They smell fresh, they smell clean, they smell sophisticated, they smell masculine. Now, one thing I do want to point out over here, with YSLMySlf, Yves Saint Laurent was not trying to shatter the ground. They're not trying to do a breakthrough discovery. They're not trying to, shift the fragrance world in any way whatsoever. What they're trying to do is put out a fragrance which you can love, you can wear easily, and everyone can love smelling it on you. And that's exactly what they've done, and they've done a wonderful job at it. With YSLMySlf, they were clearly going for something which is fresh and subtle enough for the office, sweet and smooth enough for the date, woody and musky enough for the hangouts. Both of these fragrances, they're clearly versatile enough to cater to all of your emotions. Eau de Parfum has that freshness of the bergamot, and Le Parfum has that pepperiness in the opening, which just honestly makes it a little better if you want a fragrance for the extreme winter, or if you love YSLMySlf and it's extremely cold year-round where you live mostly. For example, if you live in Alaska, if you live in Quebec City, Quebec province, if you live in Montreal, Ottawa, Canada, it's just extremely cold there. If you live in Russia, if you live in Finland, if you live in Norway, if you live in Greenland, you get the idea. Extremely cold where you live, you love YSLMySlf's fragrance scent, DNA, Le Parfum is the one for you. It's perfect for that extreme winter because of that pepperiness. Now that pepperiness is not only making it a little better for the winter, it also brings in a little more masculinity in the fragrance, a little more depth in the fragrance, a little more maturity in the fragrance. If you have not smelled this fragrance, guys, just to give you an idea, Prada L'Homme, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, Versace Dylan Blue, Dior Sauvage, Givenchy Gentleman, Gentleman Givenchy Boisé, Gentleman Givenchy Society. They're all competitors to YSLMySlf, I would say. They have got the sophistication, they have got the cleanliness, they have got the versatility, they have got so much going on, which puts YSLMySlf right up against all of these beasts, all of these superstars. Final thoughts, guys. YSLMySlf is not a fragrance that will blow you away. It's a smooth, clean, sophisticated, masculine fragrance. You're going to get a lot of compliments with both of these fragrances, and you're going to love it. Sadly, they're not projectiles. So when you put either one of them on, the whole room is not going to fill up with the scent. You're not going to get, let alone the whole room, you're not even going to get like 5 feet of projection out of these fragrances. They don't have a crazy sillage as well. So walking by, you're not going to get people taking a whiff of you and smelling you unless you literally put it on like 25 minutes before that happens. Longevity wise, I get 6 to 7 hours out of them. That's with like 5-6 sprays, sometimes maybe even 7. So 6 to 7, not the best longevity. What I can tell you, they're really good skin scents. When I put it on, the way it is in the first hour is how it remains around me, very close to me like a skin scent in the 6th, 5th hour as well. So that is something which is fantastic. If you're going to be meeting and greeting people up close, people are going to smell this on you. It's going to smell fantastic. They are both wonderful fragrances to gift anyone. In terms of seasons, Eau de Parfum takes it over here, over Le Parfum. Eau de Parfum just has the versatility to be worn in all seasons. I kid you not. Summer, winter, fall, whatever occasion it is, whatever season it is. As I said, it caters to all of your emotions. Le Parfum does that as well, as long as it's just naturally cool where you live. If you live in North America, northern parts of Europe, Le Parfum is going to be fantastic, wonderful. But overall for the entire world, Eau de Parfum just has that better versatility. They are both absolutely signature scent worthy fragrances. The golden question, which one do I prefer? Which one do I like more? And which one would I recommend? If I'm going to a night event, an evening date, a night date, I wear Le Parfum. If I'm going to the office, it's a morning lunch, it's a lunch date, a coffee date, or school, college, I would prefer Eau de Parfum. But if you're going to have only one of both of them, I'd say go with Eau de Parfum. It's a little fresher, which makes it a little more versatile. It's got the masculinity, it's got the compliments, it's got the sophistication, it's got the cleanliness to do it all. Eau de Parfum would be the pick I would suggest if you could only get one. Always remember, if you smell good, you look good.